Hello. Hello. Usually I have like a little intro song, but people complain that they're too long. So, oh shit. It's not going to be a crazy one. It's not going to be a long one. I'm not trying to fight with anyone. Not really. But I did catch the first like 10 minutes of DC's stream, and she was really sad that I don't cover her streams. She's like, "Oh, you only cover Nick's streams." Okay, girl, tonight's your night. I'm going to cover your stream. If I had my shit ready, that would have helped. 2 seconds. Yeesh.
Hello.
Of course you said your name.
I figured why not? I'd get started a few minutes early. I mean, I'm sitting here. I might as well go ahead. Hello, Queen Reindeer.
she's
Hello,
quiet.
Doris. Have a great time at Hot Yoga.
She's really quiet now.
Hello, lurkers. Hi, Tasha. Hi, Kay Petty.
Hi, Tasha.
Hi, Russ. Hi, all of you.
Yeah. Hi, Anna.
So,
Hi,
I was
worst of
gonna
the
stream
internet. Hey,
yesterday,
Gata.
but I was extremely, extremely ill. Hi, Gata. Again. And I rested most of the day. So today I'm
gonna
going
speed her
to
up.
stream.
Fuck. Hold on. I forgot to speed her up. You talk slower than I do. All right.
Hello, So Primitive. Hello, Vicky. Good to see you. I'm going to stream for as long as I can, as long as I can hold up.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Hi, Cece. Good to see you. So, bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm going to do two main topics today. The second one is difficult, and it's very close to my heart. But I was reading some screenshots earlier of tweets that people sent out about me and about Negs, and the fan fiction is just off the charts.
Oh, fuck.
It's off the charts. I don't know where people are getting this information, but what I do know is that the Kay Pettys and the Tashas and people like that.
Yeah, you dumb bitches. What have you been saying? Everything that he puts out there? How dare you?
Are always on the lookout for a mouthpiece. They look for people who are very stupid, who probably have substance abuse problems.
Yep.
Or who go on stream loaded and don't know what they're talking about.
Yep.
And wouldn't you know that they have found the perfect dupe in...
Sorry, but no lies detected. I am stupid. I do drink a lot, and I go on streams loaded. Not tonight. Not tonight. But it's happened. I own up to it. I know the messy bitch that I am. So you're not hurting my feelings. But I'm not a mouthpiece for anyone. It's just I'm one of the people that agree with others of how much you suck. And we just collectively laugh at you and archive your stuff. So.
And fresh garbage. And yeah, we're back to talking about her. So she did another marathon stream the other night. And she was stream sniped by Worst of the Internet, which was absolutely hilarious. But that's funny. A whole other story. She invited on this guy, or this guy clicked the link to come on her channel, go on panel, some rando from Rumble. And I would love to know where this guy heard about her and how he ended.
Okay, so I want to clear this one up. He has been on my panel before. I know I've like privated a lot of my streams. He's come up before, and he's just like an incel little weirdo. And he would come up and say he would like call me a whore and whatever. And then I would play like incel documentaries on stream, so he'd have to watch those, and then he'd get annoyed and leave. But I had never heard him say anything like that terrible. And even during the stream, with all the back and forth with me and Worst of the Internet, like the dueling live streams, I don't know what you call it. It was like echoey and I wasn't paying attention. And yeah, I was hammered. I didn't realize until Potato reined me in later. She's like, "Did you hear what he was saying?" I was like, "No, what?" And then she told me. I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." And then, yes, he's been blocked. He won't be back. So I'm clearing that up now. It wasn't like a deliberate thing. I don't just let people up here that just spew that shit. That was a my bad. And that's it.
It up on her panel. And the guy was like dropping N bombs and F bombs, and he had a swastika in the background and all of this, but he muted himself on her stream while he was saying all this shit on Rumble. But then people were warning her that this guy had been engaging in this behavior on his stream. And what does she do? Does she kick him off panel? No. Does she berate him? No. Does she do her whole white savior SJW act? No. And when the guy said, don't play XYZ because you could lose your channel, she's like, "Oh, I'm not monetized." Are you so stupid?
Dude, I was drunk as fuck. I didn't know what. It's fine. It's not an excuse. It was still my bad, my fault. I shouldn't come on here drunk as fuck and letting these assholes up here. I get it. But all right, at least I can say again, I fucked up.
That you think that that channels that aren't monetized can't be yanked off of YouTube? Hey, Anna. So I thought we would review one portion of the stream that I thought was just utterly retarded. Like I said, it was a soup. Oh, and then of course, what else did she do? Like clockwork, she went after No Name again, because of course she did. Because she's got her little minion Tasha pocket watching our streams, and so she's keeping track of what people donate. It's
That's not why. It's because I've also been, again, not my 5 to 7 hour stream about a viewer. Totally regret that. But I still stand by, I wasn't completely wrong about what I said about everything. It's kind of funny that she chose to only stick with people and hang around people that like really went hard for her. Like she needs some kind of validation, and people that didn't make whole streams about how horrible she had been treated, she was just like, well, fuck them. I'm not going to support them anymore. Like, did you not really like them? And that's all I'm going to say about that, because that's going to get me in trouble too. But no, I think a lot of people were thinking it.
Incredibly embarrassing. And all that I can say is that if Hecate, K. Petty, and Tasha were on my side, if they were white knighting for me or defending me, I would think that I had done something wrong. Okay. I would consider that to be a character flaw on my part, that people like that were, carrying water for me. It's embarrassing. Okay. So let me bring up this portion of the stream.
Yeah, do it.
And of course, Tasha loves it when people talk about her. As it happens, I was not discussing her on this part of the stream, not that I can recall, but there's her little comment. All right, let's go. Let's give this a listen.
Nurse.
I was watching a video by Marky today, and his TikTok drama videos have been pretty uninteresting. But today he uploaded one about, and in this last stream, she decided to bring an IRL friend on to talk with her. The IRL friend was like, "Oh, I don't know any of these people. I don't know what's going on." But she seemed to be very up to date on all of the bullshit that Fresh Garbage, spews on her channel.
No, I do have 2 IRL friends that know about this stuff. The one that was on my stream on Friday, no idea. Absolutely no idea. She was just able to read your stupid boyfriend like a book. I wanted to bring someone who had absolutely no idea about any of this stuff and be like, what's your opinion on this? Like, as a complete outsider. And she was able to read them like most people can. So, no.
I guess she watches her friend's channel when she gets the opportunity.
Nope. Sure doesn't.
But the friend had quite a mouth on her too. Quite the mouth on her.
Like what?
So let's continue. I don't know the different categories of nurses. I'm just not familiar with it. But this lady is an LPN,
and she was streaming on TikTok while she was on duty.
Notice that I am not talking about Tasha. I am talking about a TikToker that Marky featured on his channel. I'm not talking about Tasha. I'm talking
because you do this. You weasel your way around insulting people. Like, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about someone else. But you mean to be talking about like the person you're actually insulting. Like the way that you don't dox people. You just ask people for people's doxes, or like, it sure would be great if someone could tell me who this person is, or does anyone know who this person is? Like, dude, fuck off.
about a completely different person.
Okay. And so there were all these videos that came out from other nurses who were like, "Are you fucking crazy?" Apparently, she blurted out a patient's name on stream, and then she admitted, well, she was administering a lidocaine patch, and then she realized that she was getting it wrong because she was distracted by the chat and by being live and stuff, and all these other nurses.
Hey, Tasha, I have a question for you. So when you were in Fresh Garbage's chat, were you on duty then too? Doesn't Tasha work overnights? Doesn't she work like the graveyard shift? So were you on the clock?
So like when people are sleeping, what do you expect her to do? Have her phone off and just like hover over patients just in case? Like what?
Clock when you were in this chat too? Anyway. Yeah, thanks, Steve. No, thank you. All right, let's continue.
Nurses were like responding to her TikTok and saying, "You need to lose your license.
Yeah.
Why are you streaming? Why are you live while you are on duty? You're taking care of patients. You are crazy. There's already been one HIPAA."
Okay, that has nothing to do with Tasha because she's not a nurse.
No, Tasha is a CNA. Tasha is a healthcare worker. First of all, no, it doesn't have anything to do with Tasha. Because, as I said, it was about a completely different nurse who was featured on Marky's channel. But it does have to do with Tasha in the sense that Tasha herself said,
yeah, again, your little roundabout ways of trying to get people against other people. I wasn't talking about her. I was just saying, like, you know, this other person is really shitty. And, you know, it's kind of like this Tasha person. Dude, just say it. Say what you mean what you say.
That she looks after cancer patients. Okay? And I would think that if you have a group of cancer patients that you are looking after, that you would have to pay close attention to what the head nurse is telling you, what the nurse above you is telling you, follow instructions. And I've seen screenshots of Tasha admitting that she ignores the nurse's instructions to her, or she fights with the nurse or whatever. I don't know. You guys who have seen those screenshots, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I would think that she would have a lot more, irons in the fire than to pop into people's chats or mod for them. I mean, Hecate came up with a horseshit excuse. Oh, Tasha's in the bathroom. How many hours during her shift does she?
Maybe she has Crohn's. You don't know. I don't think she does. But like, dude, I hate people like who have not worked in a specific field think they know how everything works in that specific field. Bitch, have you ever been a CNA? No, you don't know how it works. So maybe you should shut your fucking mouth.
Spend in the bathroom. That's ridiculous. Okay, let's continue.
And she's not streaming live while taking care of patients because she's not a nurse.
No, she's a healthcare worker. She's a CNA. She's a healthcare worker, stupid. And I think that in one of these comments that Garbage highlighted, Tasha admitted that they're not supposed to be on their phones while they're on duty, but that's okay, right? Because she's a member of your community and she passes on all kinds of tasty lies.
I'm not supposed to be on my phone either, but my job isn't. It's fine. Like, most places are like that. You're not supposed to be on your phone, but we all do it. Relax. Your fucking boyfriend streams from his job. That's fine, right? Just unclench for 5 seconds.
About me and about Negs. And I found out from Garbage, she's apparently an expert in Indiana.
Yeah.
And the buying habits of people in Indiana.
What?
What else is she? Oh, she's obviously an expert on my relationship with Negs, which she deeply, deeply envies. A lot of people have now told Garbage that
thank
it's
you.
obvious that she's got a weird fixation with Negs. Why?
No, I don't. Relax. No one's coming for your man. I'm also really sick of this narrative that, like, as a woman talking about a man, like, I must have a crush on him. That's kind of fucked up. No one wants your bum. He doesn't even want you, right? He's leaving like a year, right? He's gonna pack up and go. This is not assumptions that I'm making about your relationship. He was just on here being like, I have no friends. I have no one to talk to. I'm leaving here in a year, hitting the road by myself. No one's going to know where I am. Everyone sees it but you.
Why is that? What are the signs of that? Well, Garbage doesn't review my streams, does she?
Now I am. You're welcome.
She claims that she thinks that they're boring. No.
They are.
She wants to gaze upon Negs. And this business with the friend, the real life friend that she brought on made me laugh because it reminded me of high school. You know, when you've got a girl and she's got a crush on a boy and she gets her real life friend. She gets her real life friend over and they go to look at the boy and giggle and like, oh, there he is. There he is. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Oh my God, he's looking. Oh my God, he's looking. Look away, look away. Oh my God.
You really, really think that, don't you? Oof. No. Oh, it's so sad for you. So sad for you.
We have to. That's what it reminded me of. Don't deny it, Garbage. It's embarrassing. Why have I said repeatedly that I'm embarrassed for you? I am embarrassed for you. Let's continue.
Same girl. She's just trying to like threaten people's jobs.
When have I ever threatened somebody's job? When have I ever threatened Tasha's job? When?
You said someone should report it. You're like, I'm not going to report it. I would never report it. But you know, you have these little flying monkeys that do your dirty work for you for some unknown reason. I don't know why anyone fucking likes you, but people do. And they will screenshot and call people and places and do whatever to impress you for some reason. But you don't give a shit about anyone. So like, I don't understand that whole thing. But that is a threat. That's like a vague threat. That's what we call a vague threat. It's like, it's not intentional. Like, but you do mean for her to lose her job or something through other people's dirty work, like for you. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you're so fucking annoying.
When have I ever threatened her job? Absolutely not. She's a bigger threat to her own job. She's going to get fired on her own because she's insubordinate. She doesn't pay attention. She's on her phone. Or she's going to pull that trick of calling 911 100 times and getting 5150'd again. But no, I haven't threatened anyone's job. Show me, point out an example of when and where I have threatened Tasha's job. I have never threatened her job. I have just pointed out that I think she's a piece of shit for neglecting her duties while she's at work.
In like a really shitty, dumb way.
Really?
She doesn't have any ammunition. She's just trying to create it because she wants to seem tougher than she is. She needs some.
Is that right? Who the fuck are you anyway? Fresh Garbage's friend. Who are you? I thought that...
That's none of your business. That's my friend. You trying to find my friend now? You trying to find me and my friend? Oh, that's not going to go well for you. No. Don't do that.
I thought that you didn't know anything about us. And in this segment of the live stream, I am talking about a nurse who was streaming herself live on the job and violating HIPAA and not administering care properly, and how other nurses came after her. How am I trying to be tough here? You're as stupid as your friend, whatever the fuck your name is.
Some kind of, she needs something in her corner. Yeah, she's trying to come off as a tough girl.
What?
She's like, I can get you, and it's like, you have nothing.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, stupid. Show me an example of where I have said that. I don't know where Tasha works.
Oh, poor DC. At least I have fucking friends.
I've never threatened Tasha's job. I haven't done that. But keep on telling those lies, bitch.
Nothing on me. You don't know shit.
But it's like, see?
Bunch of dum-dums.
You get it.
Tell you.
You get it right away.
Tell you.
You don't even know these people.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't know us, but you seem to know a lot about us through the filter of Fresh Garbage. Why?
Because you're easy to read. Anyone can watch you for like 5 minutes. Like you and Negs together be like, this is weird. He's obviously using her. She's obviously a desperate old bag. It takes 2 seconds. It's not hard to read you. I know you think you're so smart and better than everyone, but you're not. I took someone that has no idea about any of this stuff. And after half an hour, she's like, yeah, I get it. I know who these people are. You're not as fucking smart as you think you are.
Because she's obsessed with my boyfriend. She's
Ugh.
obsessed with him. And this is just embarrassing as fuck. Okay.
See you dumb fucks.
A violation. Now you are demonstrating that you're so distracted that you're not administering what you need to be administering properly. And so there you go.
Wow.
And that healthcare worker, the Hecate, was like, oh no, she's not taking care of patients. She's in the bathroom while she's modding for me in my chat.
Okay, that part is about Tasha.
How many hours during the shift is she in the bathroom when she's supposed to be looking after patients? That was Hecate's excuse. Oh, she's in the bathroom. So she's not working, is what you're saying.
So she's
And this woman
bathroom.
allegedly takes care of cancer patients. So yeah, that's just great, you know, and that's one of Russ's big.
You think that's funny? Garbage and your friend? Garbage, by the way, was about 20 sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
And her friend, I think, was stoned. So they think that's funny. Is somebody taking care of cancer patients who is in the bathroom hiding and modding chats and chatting in chats. They think that's hilarious.
No.
Right. Well, I can see why the two of you are friends.
Defenders. That's one of his white knights.
Oh, well, of course.
I feel like you need a stiff drink and a joint. Loosen up. Loosen the fuck up.
You know, maybe she's in the bathroom commenting on his videos and uploading videos on her channel while she's supposed to be taking care of patients. She's a piece of shit, you know.
Yeah, I think
Like, I'm not in healthcare,
Thank God.
but like there's we've all known family members that are in hospitals or whatever.
Yeah, we have. No.
If we'd be slow
dead.
enough or whatever, you're just kind of like sitting around like,
Yeah, like sometimes
You're sitting around for hours. For hours. You've got a bunch of patients to take care of, and you mean that there's so much downtime that you can spend hours like she's doing here?
you said earlier, she's on the night shift. What do people typically do during the nighttime? Sleep? Hey? Yeah. Idiot.
Commenting in chats and modding for people? No. Absolutely not. That is absolutely false. Let's continue.
a nurse is sequestered to a specific room and they stay in there for a long period of time to watch their patients. My mom was in the hospital. There
Mhm.
was a dedicated nurse that was watching her, and she was in there for hours with my
Okay.
mom.
Yeah.
And the majority of the time, my mom was sleeping.
Okay.
So what's the nurse gonna do? Whatever she wants, really. And she's gonna, you know, people are hooked up to all the machines. You can hear if something goes wrong, all
Uh-huh.
the beeping and stuff. They're keeping an eye, but they can multitask at the same time. You know,
Oh, multitask. You mean not go and, put supplies away, not
Oh my God. Okay, so what? Do you want them to sit there and watch them like a hawk, or do you want them to go and run and do other things? Pick one. If they're sitting and like just kind of watching the monitors, they can be on their phone and listen. But no, now you want them to just like, oh, yeah, just sit there and watch the patients. You should be doing this other stuff. There's no downtime. Pick one.
not check on people's charts, not do the rounds, but go in people's chats and mod for live streams, like that kind of thing. And then I saw that Tasha there was also a comment of Tasha's, well, some of the nurses are on the phone with their kids. Tasha, you don't have children. You don't have a family. So you can't make that excuse. Cut it out.
oh, like it's not the end of the world if someone is on their phone a little bit while they're sitting there watching a sleeping person.
Oh no. How do you know, Fresh Garbage's idiot friend? How do you know that all the patients are sleeping? How do you know that? The cancer patients can be in a lot of pain.
Oh my God.
And that sometimes, when they call for help, that sometimes if they can't reach the call button or they don't press the call button, their voices can be very faint. You know that, right? I can tell you, when I had my surgery in 2013, I was on an oncology ward, and those nurses were on their feet back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. There was no downtime, because also having cancer means that your sleep schedule is disrupted. So you could have people up in the middle of
Yeah, okay. Well, and everyone's story is not the same. Every hospital, whatever, is not the same. Just because your experience was like that doesn't mean everyone else's is. Yeah, it's just all a reach. She just has to grasp at anything to make everyone else hate the people that she hates. It's so frustrating, but it's fun.
the night who need help. But okay, all right. Let's listen to these two brain trusts.
These what?
Ain't no biggie.
They're just like sitting there, like on the edges, like watching them, like a
Watching
hawk.
their eyelids flutter, like really?
Dude, fucking relax. For any job.
Healthcare is not like any other job. I was a journalist. It is not like working in healthcare. It is totally fucking different.
You are.
You are not responsible for the well-being of other human beings. It is not the same thing.
I mean, this one is specific for medical care. She's really hooked on that because, like, DC has cancer. She really wants you to know that she has cancer.
Of
Again.
course she does, because she's always a victim, and she,
Always a victim. See, that's
Bingo
Garbage's
bango.
friend. Always a victim. What would make you say that I'm always a victim? How do you know me? How do you know me? Trust me, Garbage's idiot friend. Before you take another bong hit, please think this over. I would rather not have cancer, be fully physically intact, not getting sick all the time, and be a tough girl on the internet and not be a quote unquote victim. I've never said that I'm a victim because of my cancer. These are words that you're putting in my mouth. And the people like Tasha and Kay Petty and Liana Fata put in my mouth. So no, I've never said I'm a victim. Never, never. Those are your words.
she wants.
You use it for victim points. I know we can't say you use it as a shield anymore because, like, you and Negs are doing that thing. We're like, it's not a shield if it doesn't work. But yeah, you use it so people feel pity for you and maybe back off a little bit or send you money or whatever. Can't say that because then you're pocket watching. It's, yeah, you're using cancer as like, you can't say anything bad about me because I'm suffering. Fuck off.
Wants to highlight that, which is gross.
Is it?
Like, I understand having cancer, like that's
Her prognosis is good. They caught it very early.
So no big deal, right? I still have to go through surgery and chemo.
See? Victim points.
But okay.
She's going to be absolutely fine.
Uh-huh.
But she
she's
still wants you to know
making a big
that she
deal
has
out of it.
cancer.
Yeah.
And you should feel bad for her.
Bullshit. No. This is information that I felt obligated to share with my audience because I wanted to let them know that in a few months I'm going to be going dark. And I didn't want to just bow out and duck out without offering up an explanation that I'm not going to be able to stream because I'm going to be going through chemotherapy. Well, first I'm going to have my surgery. I'm going to have some downtime. Then I'm going to have chemo. I'm not going to be in the mental.
Shut up. I know I'm not supposed to talk about the no name thing, but when that whole thing happened, you were extra upset because I drove no name away. And one of your biggest grievances with me about that was, do you know how expensive cancer treatment is? Do you know I can't work right now? Do you know it was all about money? So yes, you use cancer for pity and coin.
State to stream. So I shared it with them, just like I shared the news of my traffic accident. But somehow that's playing the victim. Tasha calls that being manipulative. She's a wonderful healthcare worker, you guys. She's very, very compassionate.
Well, I can't say that I
And
do.
you can't be mean to her,
Mm.
even though she's a raging cunt,
Mhm.
Oh,
because she has cancer.
oh.
So,
So she's using that as her like armor,
yes.
which is just despicable.
I'm using it as my armor. I'm using it as my armor. It's not working, is it? Because you bitches can't stop coming after me. So no, I don't use it as armor. It's just information that I share with my audience. So, okay, let's
Sure.
continue.
Honestly,
Great. We see you. We see
Fuck
you. DC.
It's like I can say and do whatever I want because I have this thing.
Cancer?
Yeah, it's like no,
What?
it doesn't give you a free pass to be a terrible person.
Oh, I see. Okay, Garbage's friend. Interesting. All right. So I was a terrible person when I was expressing my concerns about healthcare workers who were on the job and
Yes.
distracted, whether they're streaming on TikTok or they're modding in chats and
Yes. Mind your business.
chatting in chats. One of the few chats
Yes. And because you're also using to kind of like threaten people's jobs in a non-specific way. You're just like hinting at it so other people do it. Yes. Horrible person. Yes.
by the way, where Tasha is welcome because everyone hates her. So I can understand, you want to find the one haven where you can go and people will actually pay attention to you and listen to you. But okay, let's continue.
She also told another guy on here
Mm.
who has MS.
Mm-hmm.
She was like having like a internet beef with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well,
No, it wasn't just an internet beef. It went IRL.
your body's your punishment.
Yeah,
Your body's your punishment.
I
Oh
said that.
wow.
MS is gonna take you out, and it's not my problem. It's not my problem that you're sick. It's not my problem. I don't care.
I know, clutch those pearls, right? Yeah, I mean, Alex not only went IRL on me, Alex also
Okay, so it's okay to talk like that against someone if they piss you off. Okay, so then what's your issue? No one, again, like no one is wishing bad on you. Like no one is like, oh, you have cancer. Well, good. That's your karma. No one was saying that. It's just no one cares at this point. A lot of people wish you well. They still wish you well. And I've said it a million times. You're going to beat this. You'll be fine. No one wants bad for you. But, you know, someone was shitty to you and you're just like, well, that's your punishment. Sucks for you. That's why no one feels really bad for you.
was an integral part of invading Negs' privacy, along with another content creator whose name I will be mentioning at some point in the future, to go and interview a band that fired Negs to humiliate him, drag him, and invade his privacy. This is who Alex is. He's a piece of shit. All right, he's a piece of shit. Alex himself has said that people can talk about his MS. They can talk about his whatever the fuck his race is. They can talk about.
Okay. And you keep saying to people, why don't you make merch? Why don't you make merch about my cancer? Make money off my cancer. No one's doing that, but you're welcoming it. So I guess we could. And then you would have nothing bad to say about it, right? Like we couldn't say that you're a cunt for doing that, right? Is that how that works? No, you were a cunt. And people are just not sympathetic towards you anymore. It's easy. It's simple. I understand it.
Anything they want to, but these bitches are clutching their pearls. Okay, let's continue.
And she expects people to feel bad
Yeah,
for
and
her.
then she'll come back and be like, my cancer came back.
Oh, honestly, like,
Get fucked, you dumb fuck.
wow.
Mm.
Oh man, like does she not realize that that's all?
No,
like
because it's all about
on-
her. It's all about her.
Oh, she's so delusional. She's
How am I delusional? I actually do have cancer. I actually do have it.
The worst.
Like how-
Your fucking little giggle kills me every time. It's delusional because you think people are actually going to turn around and feel so sorry for you and just, I don't know, be really nice to you after the years and years of country. That's delusional.
could you, when you have a normal conscience, when you're a normal functioning person, how
Uh-huh.
could you say that about someone else that is dealing with a life-altering illness?
And that was
Very easily when they try to destroy my career, when they invade my privacy, when they invade my family's privacy, when they are unrelenting, when they won't stop, when they're retweeting Auschwitz memes of me, some
your boyfriend posted anti-Semitic stuff and then you moved in with him.
saying on a sweatshirt about hitting the showers. He's an anti-Semite. So are his mods.
Mhm.
And fuck him. Fuck him. What
Now
do
you
want me
live
to
with
say?
one.
I'm
Now
supposed
you
to
live
sit
with
here and
one.
be
So
overwhelmed
congrats.
with compassion for this scumbag who would not leave us the fuck alone. I mean, I have a friend who has MS. I would never say that to that person, never in a million years. But they're a kind person, a kind person. Alex is a piece of shit.
Okay. Okay.
And
So it's only okay to wish someone horrible illnesses. Be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you. Hope you die. If they're a terrible person, then yeah, it's fine. So we're okay to just be like, fuck you, DC, right? I don't know. Do you not get it? Do you not get it?
And he likes to boast about the old days in blood sports when they would do much worse to one another. But yeah, let's continue.
After she had cancer before.
yeah,
She had cancer, and then she talked about the person who had MS,
telling them their body is their punishment. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well then what's your prognosis?
and then her cancer
because
came
of?
back.
Yeah, because that's how it works, right? Yeah, I said something to Alex, and so my cancer came back. Listen, I want all of you to understand. Liana Fata, Principal Todd, Tasha, Kate
Listen up,
Petty,
guys.
Garbage, your retarded friend, all of you. If you don't have compassion for me, I could give a fuck less. I
Okay,
don't care.
then we're good.
And I know, and I'm not exaggerating here, that some of you really wish that I was
Oh,
broke. I think some of you have these weird
Nobody
fantasies of me
cares.
dying and Negs being left alone and Negs having a nervous breakdown and maybe committing suicide.
Do you think that's what would happen? I mean, no, nobody wants you to die, but God forbid, do you think that's what would happen? Oh, honey. No.
Am I getting warm here? So if you don't feel compassion for me, I could give a fuck less because you're all pieces of shit, and that's why you all hang out together.
Yep.
You know?
Pieces
And
of
Liana
shit.
Fatah, if you don't mind my saying, I think that it is extremely unwise. Just as I said to you years ago, it's very unwise for you to share pictures of your grandchildren on Twitter. On Twitter. Along with embarrassing anecdotes about these minor children. Why are you embarrassing your grandchildren on fucking Twitter? Why are you oversharing about these minors on the fucking internet? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And you have a problem with me? No, bitch. Let's continue.
Karma? Could it be? Zaza.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the other thing. He criticized me. For discussing the grooming gangs in the United Kingdom, and he was saying it's old news. No, it's not old news. It continues to this day. And the fact that he doesn't care about what happened to all those girls and what...
Hold on. Back in 2 seconds. I need a Pepsi. Okay.
What continues to happen to all those girls is another indication that the guy is a piece of shit. And that was the best that he could come up with. Oh, it's old news. No. Let's continue.
Ugh.
Sucks for you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, just finish this off.
I think I saw her on his channel and, posted her on the community tab, let everybody know who his biggest supporter was. At least there. So, I mean, I don't know. I could probably do that. So.
Well, a lot of people have tried to talk sense to him. They've tried to tell him, listen, you shouldn't be doing this or that or whatever. And he listens and he agrees. And then he just goes ahead and does whatever. And that's how he's lost his community because people got fed up with him and his content is shit. So,
Oh, yeah, it's garbage. It's garbage.
Russ?
All these women are YouTube mods and nurses. Yeah, I mean, I don't ever want to be admitted into the hospital, to be honest with you. I mean, I know everybody's experience is different, but
Who would, honestly?
Around here,
Nobody wants to go to the hospital.
whenever I went to hospital, some nurses are good around here, some are bad. I went to Pittsburgh to get my kidney transplant there, and every nurse was fabulous there.
well, I mean,
That's the voice
a
of
nurse
reason.
shouldn't be on
Like,
her phone
not all the-
unless it's
not all
related
bad,
to
like-
work,
right.
and or if she's leaving. I mean, that's understandable. If it's work related, sure, I can understand that. But like, if somebody's on their phone, fucking streaming, what?
I know, right?
The fucking narcissism of this fucking country, Jesus Christ!
It's unbelievable.
Butterscotch pudding.
Seriously, it's unbelievable. And the thing is, I don't know what people are thinking. Like, you
I
are on
love it.
TikTok. She doesn't have a big TikTok following, but
Gotta look on the
eventually
bright
somebody's
side.
going to find that video. And then
Gotta
fucking
look
Marky,
good.
who's got hundreds of thousands of subs, is going to put you on his channel. And you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And the woman was like exactly like she was exactly like all these other TikTokers when they get caught. Oh, well, it's not a big deal, and I'm not going to lose my license. And why are you people? She just blocks people in chat. Like, you can block
What are
people
you,
in
dumb
chat,
bitch?
but if you
Oh,
go
fuck
public
off.
and you behave that way,
Yeah, I block people in chat because there are people that I do not want in my community, like you. Because you're so drunk and stupid, you missed the point of what I was saying.
Tell me.
This woman was being told by people in her chat, this nurse, that she kept on streaming on TikTok while she was on duty and committing HIPAA violations and not administering treatment properly, that she was going to be reported to the nursing board. And instead of taking that into account and maybe getting offline and ending the
Okay, and that has nothing to do with this whole thing. You're just doing the same thing Nigs does. It's like, I have a problem with someone. So I'm going to grab all these like little news clips and whatever that briefly kind of sort of relate to what I'm pissed off about. And that's how I'm going to prove my point that this person that I hate is bad. That's all you do.
stream, she decided that she was just going to block people. Well, that's not a solution. That doesn't solve anything. You're still being negligent while you are on duty as a fucking nurse. You idiot.
On a
Oh God, I'm not even listening. This bitch blocks everyone.
I do.
DC.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
That's
You
lies. Like 2 people had to.
No, I've blocked people, the scumbags from your community, because I don't want them in my chat. Let them stay in your community where they belong with the other scumbags. I don't want them in my community. And I'm not about to lose a nursing license because of my behavior on the internet. But anyway.
See, that sounded like another, but she's not a nurse. She's not a nurse. It sounded like another threat, but she's not a nurse. Am I wrong? DC, you don't give a fuck about girls and children still missing by hands of Boko Haram, and you don't care about the loophole Jewish American sex offenders use to evade punishment. I don't know what any of that means because I'm also fucking dumb. But I should read things before I pin them. What? Not gonna lie, a few times I've been to the doctor. I'm just happy people were there to help.
And they did.
I'm not caring if they're on their phone or judging. Yeah.
Exactly.
See, Potato, this is why I say that you're a really bad friend to this girl. And this is one of the...
No. Potato was a very good friend to me because she keeps me in check because I know I go off the rails. I can be real messy and shitty, and Potato will come along and be like, hey, you're being a real dumb bitch. You need to stop doing that shit. That's what a good friend does. They tell you when you're being shitty. They're not just like little yes men, like, you know, you and your boyfriend. Like, oh, it's fine. You're doing great, sweetie. No, you want someone to be like, hey, rein it in.
The reasons I blocked you. I also blocked you because I saw a lot of the shit that you were saying about me and It's Just Jill's community. You're a piece of shit, Potato. You're a problem. You're as much of a problem as your little friend Garby here. You spread lies.
No.
You
Where has she
spread
lied?
malicious gossip.
Where has she
You
lied?
think you know me.
Where has she lied? Where has she spread gossip? No. Potato is like the voice of reason. She's like the little angel on my shoulder. Stop it. I will not have anyone talking shit about Potato. She's been so great.
You think you know Negs. You don't know us. And then you turn on that baby voice and you sit there and you
Baby
make
voice?
comments like this. I mean, I don't know what kind of a health condition took you to the doctor, but having cancer is a totally different kettle of fish. And Tasha says that that's who she's taking care of, is cancer patients. So go fuck yourself.
They help you and you get whatever you need done, and in the downtime they can do whatever the fuck they want, honestly.
It'd be weird.
They're well trained. Like they know what to look for, they know what to listen for.
It would be more weird if they just like sat in the corner
And
of
just
the room
watched you.
No, that nurse on TikTok was being openly negligent on the platform. Openly negligent. She may be very well trained and licensed and everything else, but she was distracted by TikTok, by...
Okay, so what? You picked someone who you're trying to like fit the narrative of, like, you're pissed at Tasha right now, right? So you just like, oh, well, it's probably kind of the same thing as this person on TikTok is doing. They're probably the same thing. Stop it. You don't know what the fuck Tasha does all day. It's none of your business. But I guess report her if you feel like she's so fucking negligent.
her stream and by her chat. And that is a problem. No nurse is so well trained that they can multitask to the point where they can stream on TikTok and take care of a patient and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. No. And the people who were criticizing her, you idiot, were other nurses who were absolutely livid that this woman was bringing the profession into disrepute. So go have a word with them, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
Like, no, thank you.
Just in case.
Yeah, that would put
Tape
Megan
pulling their
down for all the-
eyelids open. Just like, I don't want to miss a second.
Yeah. So awkward.
Calm the fuck down.
Social media platform, and they see that you're at work and you're distracted and you're not doing your job properly, you think that blocking your chat is going to save you? No, it's not going to.
Oh my god.
No, someone will find out where she works at, send her bosses the video.
Oh yeah,
She-
absolutely, it's going to happen.
she underestimates the internet. Everybody does. They sit here and watch this happen. It's like with Chris Hansen. These dudes show up every time. I'm like, dude, you had to know. You had to fucking know that this was a setup.
Okay.
Like, oh, God.
Well, there is
Like,
something that I've
ghetto
learned
shit.
specifically about nurses on the internet, and that is that they are the good ones are very, very protective of
Did
their
I miss
profession.
something?
And when they see
I
a
think I
nurse
must have
acting
as
out
well.
on the internet, they get furious. They work like a mob of banshees. You know,
Am I wrong, Annie? Am I wrong about what I just said? That nurses are very protective of their profession, and that when they see somebody misbehaving online, that they come in like a mob of banshees. Am I wrong? I think you can back me up on this.
and they especially do this with
shit.
like the family bloggers. But I'm telling you, if you are a healthcare worker and you are tweeting out insane bigoted shit, or you are on duty and you are behaving that way, trust me that your fellow nurses are going to find you and they are going to take action.
Am I wrong,
They take
Annie?
that stuff very, very seriously.
Oh my god, report it.
Yeah, I
then.
don't know any nurse, and I've never been in any medical facility where I've seen people streaming. That sounds like some ratchet ass shit to me.
It is. It is. It's awful.
Sorry, I'm not saying anything because it's like she's just watching me, so I'm waiting for her to say anything new. But
I've been to the hospital a lot and I've never seen her stream.
Nope.
Never.
I mean,
No.
seen them on the phone, but not
And
just streaming.
He's
And
not streaming.
stuff, no.
I've never seen
Most
anyone
nurses I
streaming in
see,
real
like you
life.
were talking about,
No,
Clara.
me neither. I think they're just making shit up.
What are you talking about?
Wait, what?
Maybe like I just live in a city where I don't see people just running around streaming all day. Especially not in a hospital, but like I've seen people on their phones in hospitals.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, it's fine. All right, I'm going to take this bitch off my screen. I think we've all gotten the point. Now,
Yeah, okay. We got it.
the next, oh, it is, huh? Interesting.
Oh,
okay.
interesting.
All right, well, that makes sense.
God, she's such a smug,
Yeah, she
smug
does.
bitch.
And it's not, and she has lost a job before because of her shitty behavior while on the job. And again, I am very concerned because she herself said that she is looking after cancer patients, and that really concerns me.
Ugh,
All right.
it's all about
Okay.
you.
There you are, garbage. You see?
What?
Nurses coming in clutch. All right, now I'm going to play a video by Ruined Leon.
Okay.
Oh,
We done talking
Did
about
she?
me?
was that one of her 5150 holds or what?
Fuck off.
All right. Great community you've got there, garbage. Really, first rate.
Oh, sorry. Someone having a mental breakdown. I shouldn't have people with mental illness in my community. That's rude. People have mental illnesses. Doesn't mean they're bad people. So you can get fucked with that. All right. I think we're done. Yeah, of course. She loves to talk about Kay Petty, Pew Tasha, Principal Todd, who I don't think is in here tonight. Who else? Oh yeah, no. It's fine. If Negs has a mental breakdown, it's fine. But anyone else, they're awful people. Fuck it. All right. I did want to keep this one short. And I think she just kind of goes on to talk about whatever shit she talks about. Yeah, don't care. Yeah, don't care. So I'm going to end it. And thanks for coming. That was fun. And I never know how to end these fucking things. So that's it. Good night. Oh, isn't Negs in a perma mental breakdown? Yeah. I feel like a lot of people in this whole community, I've said a million times, we've all got some problems. We're all a little bit messed up. But we're all very judgmental too. So it's fine. Oh, Zionist talking point. I swear if I said that wrong, I'm gonna get grilled for that forever too. Zionist? Again, don't watch the news. I can't. It makes me too sad. Okay, I'm just gonna say I did see Worst in the Internet stream, and that Signal jackass did put a swastika and revenge porn on the screen, I guess, when he was. Oh shit. See, I didn't see that. I am not very, like, I could not be a detective. I don't pay attention to things. Yeah, I know I fucked that one up. That was my bad. It was real echoey. I wasn't paying attention. I was kind of reading the chat and just like obviously very, very drunk. But thank you again, Potato, for at least at the end being like, hey, bitch, did you hear what he said? Like, no, what? What'd he say? But that's going to go on forever. It's going to be a new fucking fuck up for people to harp on for a while. That's fine. But whatever. He sucks. Still don't care what he has to say about me. Ugh. Great. Again, didn't notice. Anyway, I mean, kind of. Oh, it wasn't on my stream. Maybe, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't want to say that as an excuse, but yeah, I mean, you're sniping someone. Stuff can happen. I just happened to have a degenerate asshole on my stream and wasn't paying attention, so sucks for everyone, but yeah. I'm not gonna go on like a fucking month-long apology tour for that one. I didn't notice. I have blocked him. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing was a mess. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. Thanks for being here, and I'll be back sometime. I don't know. Good night.